walking it?
The navigational aids. What's the problem? You a tyrant?
Yeah, I am actually. What's your name and date of birth?
I don't have to give that.
Individuals with disabilities may walk, move, speak, or behave differently from what law enforcement officers would deem as normal. Rather than consider a disability, they assume that these individuals are intoxicated or uncooperative. Disabled individuals are not seeking any special treatment. They simply want to be treated with the same consideration as everyone else. Complications are more likely to develop during interactions between police and people with disabilities because communication is hindered or police misjudge unexpected actions. While some disabilities are visible, many are not. Interacting with individuals who have disabilities requires a measure of sensitivity and patience. Police officers tend to operate on adrenaline and expect instantaneous compliance with their orders. Disabled individuals may be unable to instantly comply due to physical, sensory, or other reasons. Physical disabilities that impact hearing, sight, and mobility should be easily detectable, but police who operate on autopilot may not notice the signs or consider a disability. Individuals who are blind or have vision impairments may be unable to comply with officers' commands due to being unable to see where an officer is pointing. If the officer fails to identify themselves, a blind person may be unaware that they're dealing with the police. As for the case with Mr. Hodges here, an officer mistook his fold-up cane for a weapon. But right away, he dispelled her suspicion by showing her what it was and wanted to go about his business. But unfortunately, it wasn't that easy. They do demand ID, and when you deny their request for an identification, they don't take it too well.
What's this in your back pocket? I just saw you walking it.
The navigational aids. What's the problem? You a tyrant?
Yeah, I am actually. What's your name and date of birth?
I don't have to give that unless
Yes,
I'm
sir.
good.
I was investigating.
You have reasonable... What is your suspicion?
It looks like you're carrying a gun in your back pocket. I'm stopping to make sure you're carrying it properly.
Have you ensured that it's not a firearm?
No, you keep turning so I can't see it. You don't have to be a dick to me.
Well, you're being one to me.
No, sir. I'm doing my job.
Am I detained?
Yeah, you are. What's your name and date of birth?
It does not matter.
Yes, sir, it does.
Do you have a crime?
Would you like me
Call
to
your
put you in here?
supervisor,
He's right
please.
here.
All right.
You don't.
Sir, what's she stop you for? For a walking stick.
So,
And it could look like a weapon. She asked you to present it, okay? Now she's asking me for ID. Okay. I don't need the ID unless there's reasonable articulated suspicion that I have committed a crime, am committing a crime, or about to do a crime.
Sir, and her suspicion was that you were armed, okay? And she's asking you for your ID.
Well, now she has verified that I am not armed. Okay. So there is no
You got
problem.
your ID or not?
I do have my ID, but you don't need it.
Okay. Okay.
All right, get his ID.
777. 77 Whiskey Mike detained. I don't know where his wallet is.
Where's your wallet at, sir? I don't have a wallet on me.
Okay, where's your ID?
Where's your ID at? Pocket. Which pocket? You are not allowed to search me.
It's in this pocket.
There you go.
Thank you.
I want your names and badge numbers.
1257 on Nick 65427.
Sir, you legally blind? Yes, I am. Okay. I had to walk up here in the dark for jury duty, which was canceled. Why aren't you using your stick? You don't have to use your stick all the time? Not all the time.
ID card alone.
26.
Green.
All right, Mr. Hodges. Was that hard?
It's gonna be. I want your name and your badge number.
I put him in jail for resisting.
Okay.
Put him in jail for resisting? Sounds like retaliation to me, folks.
Name and badge number 2, sir.
Individuals with hearing impairment may appear to be non-compliant when they cannot hear the officer's commands. The Center for Disability Rights reports that the deaf community has expressed grave concern about police confrontations, especially in the wake of the police shootings of 2 men with hearing impairments. Daniel Harris was a deaf man who was shot by police at a traffic stop while attempting to communicate with officers using American Sign Language. Darnell Wicker was fatally shot by police for failing to comply with their commands, which he could not hear, while moving out of his girlfriend's apartment. During a traffic stop, Pearl Pearson Jr. was beaten in the face by police to the point of suffering eye and brain damage while he attempted to reach for his disability card, according to the Huffington Post. He was also dragged from the vehicle, placed in a chokehold, and beaten severely. His arm was torn from its socket. He did not know why police pulled him over. Most likely they had told him to exit the vehicle, but he could not hear them. All of the cases, police assumed the worst rather than considered a hearing impairment. Deaf Austin man sues police after being tased. John Kelley, a deaf man from Austin, has filed a federal lawsuit against the San Marcos Police Department after he was tased by 3 police officers in San Marcos, Texas in 2019. A trial set for this month.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back, sir.
I don't understand how they continue to ask him to put his hands behind his back while he's steady telling them that he's deaf.
Sir. Alright, grab his hand. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Roll over. Grab his hand. Just get on your stomach. Turn around. Just have him stand up. I think he's cooperative. Let me see your hands. 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 Let me see your hands. I think he's gonna cooperate. Let's just get him up. Let's just get him up. Come here. Come here. Hey. He's not being compliant. Look at me. Hey. Look at me. Sit.
Did you hear that? He just told him sit like he's a damn dog.
Sit.
As John continues to try to let him know that he's deaf, eventually one of them catches on and hands him a little notebook out of his arm and a pen.
Hold it. Give me your name.
People who rely on wheelchairs, walkers, and canes for ambulation may be better positioned to experience the outrage of the community on their behalf because their disabilities are visible. However, this does not prevent the police from engaging in unjustified, brutal tactics. Those who rely on canes and walkers may experience suspicion by police when reaching for assistive devices. Even paralyzed individuals in wheelchairs face unwarranted scrutiny and brutality.
Body cam video.